Roshan.
And I'm Bill Fitzgerald. We'll have those stories in just a moment. But first, here are the headlines making local news tonight. 6,000 petitions were handed over to the governor's office today, demanding he veto two bills, which petitioners say discriminate against some voters. CBS 6's Greg McQuaid finds out why thousands might be upset over the bill, but why a majority of lawmakers supported it.
Now, Bill and Steph, sponsors and supporters of the legislation, say the bills sitting on the governor's desk awaiting his signature, they're about protecting against voter fraud. But opponents say it'll leave many Virginians on the outside of the voting booth looking in. On a day when most people in Capitol Square opt for packed lunches or power walks,
slow down a little bit.
One group chooses to protest.
That's a lot.
Armed with thousands of signatures and petitions.
6,740 petitions. It's a lot of people.
They're sending the governor a message.
We should be getting people to vote, not keeping people from voting.
Protesters like Jay Johnson want Mr. McDonald to veto so-called voter suppression bills.
I'm tired of proving who I am.
The bills passed by the General Assembly require voters to show ID and allow leaders to choose which provisional ballots count.
That's at the heart of democracy, and that's at the heart of what it means to be an American, and we should not be taking that right away.
The group Virginia New Majority says if the governor signs the bill into law, it'll prevent certain groups from voting.
Immigrants, minorities, low-income folks, seniors.
If you are driving, you have to have a driver's license.
Senator John Watkins, who favors the legislation, says the bills make sense and could protect against voter fraud.
But it should not be deemed an imposition to be required to identify yourself.
Agitated, aggravated, and angry.
Jay Johnson, who traveled from Hampton, says tighter restrictions at the polls cause more harm than good.
This is about getting fewer and fewer people to vote, because then the power is assuredly in the hands of the people who have the power now.
We spoke with the governor's office today. A spokesman tells me the governor is reviewing Senate Bill 1 and House Bill 63, and then will make a decision to sign, amend, or veto in the coming weeks. Protester Jay Johnson from Hampton says these bills aren't about voter fraud. It's about preventing certain blocks of Virginians from voting. Bill?
Thank you, Greg.